If you would like to manually edit the zones Prescription Creator made for you, or if you would like to draw your own and edit them, here you can see the prescription and zones that were created for me. I can hit manually edit. It's going to take you to a secondary page where you can split certain zones. So if you know that this east side of the field lays wetter than the west, or maybe one side sand and one side is heavy clay, and you want to treat those differently, you can split those. You can drop a circle on there based on specific latitude and longitude. By using this bullseye, I can say the circle radius, latitude, longitude, and it will drop a circle on the field to be very precise. If you know where a pivot is, maybe there's an area out there that you do not farm around an oil well or something, a tree, you can do that. If you would like to drop a pivot in the field, drop wherever the center of the tower is, and then you will drag that circle out to where you want it to stop, then click again. It will create zones within that pivot as well as outside, and you will be able to treat those differently. You can also draw a polygon. That's what this symbol is right here. Connect lines, and this is just your pointer tool. So what I'm going to do, so you can select zones within here under the pivot, do something with those if you would like. I can do zones out here. Maybe I want to merge this corner all together. Everything outside the pivot, make it my dry corner. I will select all of those zones. Then I can hit this merge tool right here. It took me to the beginning screen to merge. So I'm going to select all of those zones again on the outside. Everything outside of my pivot, I'm going to merge it together and hit OK. So now it is all one zone. I'm going to treat it entirely different than everything under the pivot. If you would like to treat your pivot as all one zone as well, you can highlight those zones. Merge those together as well. Now you're just going to have two zones within the pivot and outside of the pivot. Then you can go over, same as last time, add your variety, pick a product that you have within Operations Center, give that a population for both zones, and save that to Operations Center. If you want to make a fertilizer recommendation, you can do add fertilizer. Again, must select a product that is currently in Operations Center for you. Make sure that you're putting it in the units you want. So this says liquid fertilizer. I'm going to put it in gallons. If you still do not like this prescription, you can again go to manually edit. Maybe I want to split that field. So I didn't like how the pivot and the dry corners looked. I want to split that field again because of soil type or something else that's going on within the field. And all I did was manually draw that, and it split inside and outside the pivot. Once you're done editing, then you can again hit create zones. It's going to take us back to this initial page where you can add a dry fertilizer blend prescription. I don't have anything saved, so I would have to go back to Operations Center, add a product, and then come back and finish it. You can create a tank mix. You can add dry fertilizer. You can do a chemical prescription or variety. But once you save that, once you're finished, just for this, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. My prescription is finished. I want to save. It's going to give you the option to save and close, or if you have more prescriptions to do, you can go to save and new. The main thing you want to remember is when those prescriptions are finished, if you go to the Files tab, your prescription will be saved there.